My name is Michael, and I'm a wood artist.
What would be one advice you would give to young people who are looking for an artistic career?
Get a side job that you like. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
There's a lot of skilled people out there, and a lot of them can't make much money because you're creating something out of your heart and soul and head, and you're either putting it on a piece of paper, or you're sculpting it out of a piece of wood, or you're making something utilitarian like a piece of furniture or a spoon or a pair of chopsticks or whatever it might be. But one thing they never taught us in school was how to make money. For a painter, they said, well, go to New York, learn to paint, get your work in galleries. Well, you still have to sell it. And so how much time do we spend marketing and creating? It's kind of difficult sometimes. I mean, it's a lot easier nowadays because of the internet and social media and so forth to be able to get your name out there. But still, there's so much more competition. There's so many people who make the same style of furniture that I do. Like I said before, there are different little tweaks and nuances about different people you can identify. But at one point in time, I worked here on afternoons on my own work, and I worked part-time in an artist frame shop. And I was also a gallery assistant at the same frame shop. It was a fun job. I got paid well, and I got to meet people, and I liked what I did. And then I could come back here and work. But I knew I had a paycheck coming in, There's something nice about that.
You're very utilitarian.
Well, a guaranteed paycheck is very nice.
Yes.
It kind of gives you the freedom to be able to work on your stuff.
Yes.
You know.
Okay. Thank you.
It's kind of, I'm sure there's much
Yeah.
more I could say, but that basically my advice to young people today would be, think about a job that you might want to do that doesn't suck your energy, it doesn't take away from your creativity, but something you can count on every week that you get paid. It might be something like you might paint murals around the country, and your reputation gets known. There's an artist named Tom Bob. You heard of him? Look him up. He paints a lot of murals all over the city. He's from New York. Actually, he's originally from the New Bedford area, but his handle is Tom Bob NYC, New York City. And he paints these really fun street murals. I guess he's in demand. He gets paid for what he does, and he loves it.
Yep. So, what's your main theme in your work?
Oh, well, see, I do several things. I make furniture, but I also restore antiques. The furniture that I make is based on designs from designers named Green and Green or Gustav Stickley, who were inspired by Asian design. Mostly Green and Green. You can see in their homes that they designed and the furniture that they made, the details and the motifs that they use. You can see a lot of things that came directly from, say, Chinese or Japanese woodblocks.
I've interviewed a RISD professor who taught furniture before, and then we were discussing this idea of how we differentiate a furniture that is a commodity sold in the market and a furniture that is a piece of work on display. And why I would like to know your opinion on that.
Well, there's some of it's given the name of studio furniture. And I mean, it could be something like a cement block with a plank on it, and it becomes a piece of furniture. I don't subscribe to that. The furniture that I make is functional, and it's also a beautiful, one-of-a-kind type pieces. That doesn't mean to say that I don't make many pieces for one particular client, but each piece is unto itself, that it's a simple design, a functional piece, and made to pass on, I guess, to, a family heirloom.
What makes your design unique?
I wouldn't say my design is unique. There's a lot of furniture makers out there who make designs, make furniture of the same design. They're very similar. There may be some unique little tweaks that make them a little different. You can say, okay, I recognize that wood artist by that furniture because there may be some little nuance in the piece that's sort of his or her signature. And you can see, you can tell. But a lot of it's the same.
Do you think there is a good, like a fixed standard for a good piece of furniture art?
Well, I believe that it should be functional. That's the bottom line.
That's it?
Like I said, I mean,
Yeah.
you can put a concrete block, a plank on a concrete block and call it a coffee table. And it's in a museum somewhere because somebody thought it was cool. I like to see work that's functional because I look at some of these things and I think they're ridiculous. There's a lot of pieces of furniture that are not only functional, but they have a lot of, they're very ornate. They have a lot of wood carving, or they have a lot of marquetry involved in the tops or the sides or whatever. They may have secret drawers, things like that, which I find really interesting. Yeah, I make a lot of boxes too, because as a kid I liked boxes. Something to put stuff into. People always have things that they want to put in something. So I thought it'd be nice to make boxes that are very ornate and one-of-a-kind pieces, so people could put their junk in a box.
How do you think your work has changed over the time?
Well, I like to think that it's gotten better. I mean, you keep doing the same methods, every day or every month or however long it is. Your joinery techniques, you want tight joinery. You don't want wide gaps in between glue joints and things like that. You don't want to see sanding marks or scraper marks in the pieces. To me, anyway, I like to have them finished, completely finished and smooth and beautiful. And that way, they also become very tactile. A lot of people run their fingers across my tabletops and things, just because of the finishes that I achieve.